welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be working on the snowball and making snow, and you can see it actually puffs back out. So these are really fun, and I'm actually going to show you how to make a snowball ornament. Now be careful when you set it down, because this part, if it's leaning up against something, will go flat, so we want to make sure that we don't have it up against anything when we hang it. Or like on these, I actually set them down, and that's how they dried, so these will always be at the bottom. I thought these would look really great in a clear bowl or vase, just kind of piled in. You could put some pine cones or different things with that, but the really nice thing is they're puffy and they really do look more snow-like. So today I'm going to be using a coyote gourd, and we have these available on our Miriam Joy website, and that's at miriamjoy.com. If you wanted to put it on something else, you can. Don't feel that you can't make them out of a styrofoam ball or anything else like that. So the first thing I did is I took my gourd, and I actually like the blue base better. I'm going to show you the difference. This has a white base and this has a blue base. You can see the blue come through a little bit, and it looks colder or more icy, I think. So that's the reason that I like to base coat it with the blue. And I just took my like a baby blue, or this is actually Caribbean blue, and base coat my entire gourd. I took my cording and I just simply tied it in a knot, cut that off, and I just hot glued that right onto my gourd like that. Now if you were a little bit nervous about it, you could put a bead cap over the top of it to help hold that on, and we could just cover that up with the snow as well. And some of you were a little bit nervous about using the hot glue to hold your ornaments, and I never have a problem with mine, but you could put E6000 or something like that on as well. So there's different ways of doing it. If you were working with a styrofoam, of course you would not want to use the hot glue. You would make sure that you put the different type of glue on. So what we're going to use to make our snow is we're going to actually be using a white glue. You can pick Elmer's glue up. I went to, you know, you guys get tired of hearing me, the Dollar Tree, and they had some white glue, and they had 2 for $1. And I use that just as well as anything. And what I'm going to do is actually pour the glue on my plate. And they tell you that you're supposed to use 50-50. Now it's really hard to measure white glue against shaving cream. And again, I went to Dollar Tree and I picked up just a white shaving cream, basic white. You don't want your gel or anything like that, just a basic white shaving cream. And you'd rather have more shaving cream than glue. If you have to overdo one, you'd rather have the glue. And I'm probably going to add a little bit more glue here. And I'm stirring this with a kid's paintbrush. I've tried different things. I've tried a spoon. I've tried different things. And this is what I kind of like the best. And I am going to add just a little bit more glue. But you don't want to take the fluffiness away from the snow. And I use this for bases of my snowman. You've seen me use it in several different products. This is actually what I use to color the slime at, let's see, I've got, I think, a little bit. That might be okay. You don't want to go much. In fact, I'm going to add just a little bit more shaving cream. You don't want to lose the fluff. The skeletons at Halloween time, I use that, and I just put food coloring in with it, so you can do different things with that. Okay, So what I did is I went straight to my, excuse me, and I started putting it on my ornament. And I'm going to show you what else I used here as well. And the Elmer's glue, and it doesn't matter if it's school glue or kids glue, might be a little bit thicker. I might have noticed a little bit different in that, so it may be a little bit better. Just buy the big kind. So that is our first coat. Now it's going to kind of dry. We're going to hang it up here, let it kind of dry. And I'm going to show you one that already has one coat on it. Now this one didn't have enough shaving cream in it. It had too much glue. And I think I am noticing a difference in the glue. So, not saying that it makes a difference. I would probably go back to the Elmer's glue. What the glue does is it keeps it puts a shell around the shaving cream and inside of it so that it bounces back. And I really like to also apply it with my sponge, my craft sponge. And you don't want to push it all down. You want those big, big layers. Make sure you have an area if you're going to do like the ones that I just set on the candle, the crystal candlesticks. And I picked up my crystal candlesticks. They usually have them in stock at the Dollar Tree. You can make different size ones, which is really, really fun. And you want to make sure that you cover up your top part here so that that is nice and covered. And another thing I like to do is I like to give them a little bit of glitter, just a little bit, just to give it that sparkle. If you ever look at the snow when it's freshly on the ground and the sun comes across it, you get all those sparkles. So that is our snowman. And it's going to take, snowball. It's going to take a little bit for him to dry, so don't touch him or mess with him. Just hang him up, or if you're doing ones that you're sitting down, just sit him down and leave him and let him dry. And it really is that simple. And if you were doing a base of anything, just put it on with your brush and let it dry. And then I did go ahead and varnish these. I just used a Krylon spray over the top of them, just to, you want to make sure it's non-yellowing, just to give them that extra hold and hopefully keep them good for years to come. So if you have any questions, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. But come on over to my YouTube site. You can find that just by logging on to my website at miriamjoy.com. There's a YouTube video, and we've got lots of videos up and going for you this Christmas season. Thank you, and God bless.